Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sita and I make videos about housemanship in Malaysia. In this video, I would like to thank the 102 of you that thought it was a good idea to continue listening to me talk about the wonderful experience that is housemanship. No sarcasm, really no sarcasm. If any of you are single, do send me a message via Instagram. Lots of sarcasm there. Anyway, so I think now is as good a time as any to reflect on why I started the channel to begin with, whether or not I feel like continuing, how I feel about how I've been doing, and more importantly, how I see it progressing. I guess I started because I wanted to document the experience as and when it was happening, which I feel like is a very difficult thing to maintain because most of the times I'm really that tired and you have a finite time span, capacity, energy for the amount of things that you can do with what's left over. And in the last couple of months I've been traveling and having a lot of fun because orthopedics is just fucking fantastic like that. And honestly, I feel a bit sad. I'm sad that I don't post more. I'm sad that I'm not more honest or raw. I mean, some people say that I already am, but I feel like there's so much stuff that I just want to tell you all day, every day about all of the things that happen, you know? And that's because I find a story in everything. Every experience somehow moves me and gives me something to think about. And it bums me out that I don't have the energy to really hone into all of those experiences. And that was really apparent during my medical posting. In that department, I only posted 2 videos and I was just that tired. It was so exhausting, but there was so much. There was so much I wanted to share. And even now, in the times that I journal, I have all these ideas for things that I want to say, you know, like how do we treat foreign workers in government hospitals, and what is the importance of nursing care, and how do we care for the elderly population, and you know, why are fall hazards so important for everyone to know about? Can you tell if you're having a stroke? So many things, you know, there's so many things that I want to talk about, but it's difficult, you know, even with the most minimal setup that I've created for the account. Like, I just feel like it's difficult for me to show up, and because of that, I feel like I don't engage with my subscribers or my audience really very well, which is tragic, really, because there's a disconnect. And the whole idea was, well, even though the idea was to document, there was also a component of community building that I was really interested in because I do like community work. So in a sense, it feels like even though I've kept the channel going to some extent and I've somehow managed to procure 3-digit subscribers, yay, it's far from what I want it to be or what I thought it could progress into, but I'm not going to make myself feel too bad about that. I am just glad that for whatever effort I'm putting into it, there are people that appreciate it and reach out to me and find it useful, and that's a very rewarding feeling. So thank you guys so much for that. Every time I just think about quitting or not bothering to tell my stories anymore, is usually around the time someone reaches out to me and says, hey, thank you for what you said, it really made me feel like someone understood what I was going through, or something to that effect. In terms of how housemanship is progressing for me, it's been about almost a year now, and I can tell you that pretty much every day my mind changes, and that's a very disorienting feeling. So I have days when I want to be a neurosurgeon. I have days when I want to be a public health specialist. I have days when I want to quit and just sail the world with the imaginary money that I haven't made to buy the imaginary but like definitely very expensive sailboat. I can't even sail. I have days when I just want to be a housewife, days I want to just work in a KK, a clinic kesehatan, or a district, primary healthcare center, like those tiny clinics. I have days when I want to work in an emergency department and part-time freelance, right? Basically what I'm trying to say is I have next to no idea really what I want to do. I'm just going with the conversations I have with people and the way they pull me into certain disciplines. And every department that you go through, you think that you want to do it because you find, like, I find some level of enjoyment in it, but how do you really know? Is it for the money or for your dedication to your patients? Is it for the bragging rights of being a doctor? Is it for some form of combination of what I just said? It is very difficult, given the state that I'm in right now, i.e. very tired, to come to any reasonable conclusion about where I see my medical career headed. But I can tell you that, I am very glad that through the process of these videos, I have managed to somehow document the sensation of not wanting to quit husbandship anymore and finding the space to be kind to myself. So in the last couple of months, I've been hiking and traveling and making new friends, and that's been an incredibly rewarding experience because learning to manage work-life balance is part of the curve of becoming a doctor and learning how to become a doctor, basically, in the process of husbandship. So that's something that's quite exciting. As to how I see this progressing, right? I feel like because I don't engage with anybody, really, I don't know what to talk more of or less of. I have next to zero capacity to use analytics or insights or whatever it's called on YouTube. So it makes me feel a little bit, not in the sense of like, hey, what do you guys want to know about me? But more like, what do you want to hear more about? What did you think was helpful or useful? And how can I add value, or what experiences can I share that will make you feel better about your experience in housemanship? So that's a question that I'm posing to the subscribers that I have. I'm really appreciative of the support and the subscribe and whatever comments and ways in which you have interacted with me. And I really do want to find a way to build a community, because the medical fraternity is one that it's sacred. Your life as a doctor or as a healthcare practitioner is, I don't know how to explain it because I'm so tired, but there is a singular experience that binds us all together, and that is being able to deal with vulnerability of strangers on a daily basis. And that is something that we need to be with each other for, support each other, help each other, and that is something that I want to find a way to bring into the way I deal with my channel. And in terms of, I don't know, wanting to say, oh my god, yeah, I'm gonna post a video every Thursday. No, that's not gonna happen. Definitely not on Thursdays as well. I can't make any promises, but I can try and be a little bit more responsive. Anyway, once again, I would like to thank you guys so much. Thank you for sticking around and, I don't know, being there somehow. It feels weird to talk to an audience that you don't know, but I am really very grateful for it. Not enough that I post more frequently, obviously, joke, but I hope that we can move in a direction that's positive from here. Thank you again. I'm tired, as I've said. I hope I answered all my own questions. Kindly respond to what I asked you in terms of what you would like to see more of. Otherwise, if you enjoyed the content that I'm sharing, feel free to like, share, subscribe, comment, follow me on Instagram, and I hopefully will see you in the next video sooner than I usually show up. Bye.